Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, an amazing Spider-Man issue number 25. This is a 60-page giant Spider-Mania filled issue, man. This is awesome. It's kind of reminds me a little bit about an essay, that college kids would write, except there was no filler in this. This was just really freaking awesome work. Listen, I would love to get into all the people who made this comic book. I'm just going to hold this up instead and hope that you guys can figure it out on your own, because that red on black is annoying. It's hard for me to read, and there's a lot of freaking names in here, dude. So yeah, a lot of people were involved in this. Enjoy. We get a lot from Kindred, the centipede-looking dude. We get Mary Jane has probably the coolest mission in here. While Peter is off trying to get the lizard, Dr. Kurt Connors, to come back, he does, but it takes a bit to do it, because he's trapped himself and he's trying to keep himself inside this sewer laboratory thing. But he gets, I don't know, it's cool, man. Like, he retries something that he'd already tried before for the low price of $7.99 US. You can find out what it is. And he's going to try and reintroduce himself into society, starting with his kids, and well, his wife and his kids, so his family. He's just scared of everything, man. He don't want to be eating little Billy again, because if there's one thing you never want to do, you never want to eat little Billy. So, while Spider-Man is doing that, Mary Jane is doing her own rescue. She rescues Sue Storm. Okay, not really, but it appears that way. She actually rescues one of her friends who's acting the part of Sue Storm, this really freaking awesome story. We get a lot of cool stories in here. We get the She-Electro. She's the character who Mary Jane has to go up against. Yes, she goes up against a superhero or a supervillain. You may think that she shouldn't have a chance, but wrong answer. And she kicks a little butt, man. This is a really good story, really enjoyable story. And then that story goes on someplace else also, where we see Electro get hooked up with the Sinister Six, the all-female version of the Sinister Six. So you might need, I don't know, a couple more reasons to get it. I'm going to give you one more reason why you should be getting this book. Oh yes, that's true. That happens in this book. Yeah, the future's in trouble, but the present's doing just fine since Spider-Man 2099 is apparently coming along to make a visit again. I like this book. I genuinely like this book. And I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't have it on my radar. I walked in and I just happened to see it there. I'm like, oh my God, which is great since I once again missed my Champions book. How the heck do I keep missing Champions? We'll get into that when I actually do that video. In the meantime, this right here, I did get this. And it's a really good issue, man. Great story, whole bunch of good stuff in here, stuff that you're going to want to read again. So yeah, of course, I'm highly recommending this book. If you got the $8, do your own currency conversion if you're not in the United States. But if you've got the $8, there's a good story. A lot of rereadable stuff in here. And there's literally something for everyone. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.